Greetings, everybody. This is Winnie Wriggle, and welcome back to all the mods to the sky. I have learned something very important since last we spoke. Falling off the skyblock is not as dangerous as I thought it would be. I'm still falling. I'm still falling. Can we? Phew. So apparently in this pack, we can't actually lose our stuff when we fall off the skyblock. We just return to our place and take fall damage. And look, I still have my sapling. Now, I potentially could be dispatched by a mob, in which case I would lose my levels, but there's no danger of falling off this skyblock. I mean, you fall, but you don't go splat, which is good. So last time in episode 0, we took our time. In this episode, we're going to go pretty quick because we need to do a couple of things. We need to expand our base just a little and do some minimal automation to help us out. First thing we want to do is upgrade the mesh in our sieves so that we can get better stuff. I think if I shift click with an empty hand, I can pick up our mesh out of here and we'll take it over to our crafting table, grab some of our bling, and we want to turn all of these into flint mesh, which we want to put back in our sieves. Ta-da! And now when we sift, we'll get more things faster. Remember last time I told you that one of the faster ways to get your resources was to compress your cobblestone, your sand, and your dust. We can make that a little easier on ourselves by exchanging our limited barrel for a compacting drawer. So we're going to need a piston and an iron ingot. And we can compact anything that we sift. So I want to make enough of these to accommodate anything we might want to sift. In order to make those compacting drawers, we're going to need some iron. And I want to talk a little bit about how to get the most out of your ores early game. I'm going to take some of our copper and just directly cook it up. So we're upgrading our mesh, we're auto-compacting our resources. We're going to talk really quick as soon as this cooks about early ore doubling. Now let's grab our copper out of here, turn it into 2 copper blocks. I didn't cook enough. Let's cook 2 more copper so we can make 2 copper blocks. Minecraft math is hard. And say hello to Bob. Bob, how's it going? What do we have today? Beetroot seeds. I don't have any emeralds, Bob. Moss blocks. If I name tag you, will you stay? Can I ask about your brother, Bob? How's he doing? He also has a stonebreaker pick with efficiency 5, mending, fortune 4, unbreaking 5, and boon of the earth. Wow. We'll have to wait until we have better bling. So let's find out if with our upgrade to flint, we get emeralds yet. No, I think we have to have iron. And speaking of iron, let's make sure we're taking advantage of the ore doubling options we have. So if we look at our quest book, we can see, oh yay, we upgraded our mesh to flint and we want to smelt the chunks. Yes. Oh, we got scrambled eggs for that. Lovely. And if we go all the way down here, we have how to ore double. If we have a copper ore hammer, it can be used to turn ores into dust as a rate of 1 to 2. And then we can smelt that dust. If we make the hammer, then take our ores and mine them. Ta-da! And then take that raw copper that we got and put it in a crafting grid with the ore hammer. We're going to double that amount of copper, right? Which is fantastic. Now we can make another hammer to do some of our iron. There's also another cool thing that we can make, and that is a construction wand. A construction wand will help us with setting out our ores and other blocks. So you can see that when I hold it up and point it at the ore, it'll take the matching item out of my inventory and stack it. Phenomenal. And then now we get our iron chunks, which makes it much easier to lay out blocks. So we'll do the same thing we did before with a hammer and double those so we have that many iron dust. We're in business now. Grab another stack of tiny coal and start some of that iron smelting. Bring you back to say, I'm sitting around here cooking these ores and it's taking too long. And we're in modded Skyblock, so we can do something about that. And if we look at our quest book, it even tells us that we can upgrade our furnaces. A copper furnace. And this is from the Iron Furnaces mod. Oh, look, netherite furnace is super fast. Ooh. Even just upgrading with copper, which we have plenty of right now, will make this go a little bit faster. Let's grab our furnace. Is that plural for furnaces? I don't know. So now we have a copper furnace. Oh, it also has auto outputs and inputs. Oh, automation, here we come. Let's do this. I'm going to hide them under here. Skyblock is so cool with the automation. I want to auto output on, and I want to do it from the front. None. Don't do anything from the back. Don't do anything from the right or the left. I just want you to input from the top and output to the front. So if I put our copper in here and it cooks it, we should see a copper ingot in the chest when it's done. Excellent. Which means I can make a barrel and put the barrel on top and put our dust in here, and it'll auto-fill the dust into the furnaces. Oh, it's great. Simple automation with almost no effort, just the furnace itself. That's worth making another one, I think. As soon as we have enough copper to upgrade the other furnace, we're going to upgrade it, stick it down in the hole, give it some fuel, and then open the configuration. We want to make sure both auto input and output are turned on. And then we want to make sure the front, so that's where it's facing, is set to output. So the top should be set to input, the front should be set to output, and the other 4 sides should be set to none. Let's double our iron output, put another barrel on top of our second furnace, and chuck our iron dust in here. So we should start getting iron in our large chest. Yay! It's a new Bob! They're 2 Bobs! Oh my goodness, I didn't know y'all were twins. I was actually talking about your other brother, Daniel. Is this Ross? So we have Bob and Ross. Ross, come here. I need to see your sails. Oh, you have a skeleton skull this time. Ross, I really would like a tree. Aren't you the right guy to sell me a tree? A happy tree? Please? That's a no. Me and my wandering traders. Now you see him? And now you don't. Wait, what is this here? Pick that up. So one of the quests we looked at in our quest book was for farming. And in order to get started with that, we're probably going to need a little bit more dirt. So let's try to figure out how to automate our production of dirt. We know that if we take a barrel and fill it with leaves or saplings, we get dirt. And so what I want to do is see if we can automate that process with a couple of barrels and some help from the pipes mod. So we need item pipe, and those are made with some iron, some redstone, and some droppers. We also are going to need the pipe wrench, which is 2 flint and some sticks. This mod will be invaluable early game. We can move items, fluids, and energy, and even gas eventually. So let's make a couple of barrels specifically for this process. Cut a bunch of leaves using our flint shears. So let's take those. Let's also make a simple oak drawer, and I will show you a very cool recipe for chests. If you take your oak logs and put them in a circle, you can get a whole bunch of chests at once. Oh, there's a simple conversion recipe from a chest to an oak drawer. That's fantastic. We're going to call this our kind of production area. So I'm going to take these 3 barrels and put them like this. And we're going to put pipes right here. And then we're going to put pipes right here. And then on the back pipe, I'm going to stick a barrel. And on the front pipe, I'm going to stick a oak drawer. If we take our pipe wrench, and we want to click it on the side of the pipe that we want to pull things from. So I want to click it here. And so it will pull items from this barrel into our barrels, and see, so it's filling them with leaves. Excellent. And over time, those leaves are going to turn into dirt, and we want to pull the dirt out. So I'm going to have to click on the pipe that's touching each barrel. And when that dirt is finished, it should pop it out and stick it in our oak drawer. Magical. That's it for dirt. The next thing I want to automate is clay. One of the things that's going to help us do that is the sink from cooking for blockheads. This is actually an infinite water source that can be connected to pipes, which means we're also going to need the fluid pipe from the pipes mod. So let's go ahead and make both. We do have some clay, and we're going to need to turn 5 of it into terracotta. Right now, I want to make our sink, which requires a bucket of water. Ta-da! We now have a sink. For this, we're going to need a different kind of barrel, and that is a stone barrel from Exteorum. So let's cook up a little bit of cobblestone. Our stone is done. Let's make a few stone slabs and 3 stone barrels. Let's give ourselves a little bit of room and put our 3 barrels down. We also need to make the fluid pipes, which is just iron, redstone, and a couple of buckets. So we will be pulling clay from the barrels. So we'll put the item pipes in the front of the barrels, just the way we did, and use our little pipe tool. Shift, right click on the end of the pipe thing we want to pull from. And then we need to do two different things. We need to give the barrels water. So if we put our sink over here, it'll fill the barrels with water. And then we're also going to need another barrel. Where are we going to put it? Let's put it up here because we need it put sand in. And we want to not have a connection there. So shift right clicking twice disables a connection. And in this one, we want to pull dust, because we're making clay. We want to put dust in this barrel, and it will insert the dust into the water-filled stone barrels, and those will turn into clay, and the clay should go into this drawer. In theory. Now we just need some dust. Now we have dust, and if we fill this barrel with 4 stacks of dust, nice. Simple automated clay production, woohoo! We're only getting started with the automation that'll be in this Skyblock, but I figured it was important to get some of the easy stuff done with the materials that we have so that we don't have to waste time doing things when machines and pipes and barrels can do it for us. Speaking of needing to do things for ourselves, let's go ahead and sift this dust because it would be nice to have some new items from our upgraded flint mesh. And let's see what we get out of this. Keep on sifting. A magnet would probably be very useful at this point. We should look into that. Okay, let's take a look at our loot. We got some new things, some gems from the Zycraft mod. I'm very excited about because we're going to use that mod to help us grow things in the future. And look, our bling chest is already full. So let's move andesite into crafted, maybe? I'll remember that's there, sure. More grains of infinity redstone, which is fantastic. A bunch of bone meal, some glowstone, and more blaze powder. Oh my goodness, everything is so full. There we go, everything fits. It's a miracle. The next thing we want to do is automatically compact some of our resources, especially the cobble. And to do that, we're going to use the simple compacting drawer from functional storage. And now we have a simple compacting drawer. Okay, let's move our cobble gen. Maybe. Go to my inventory, please. Thank you. We'll put this here and put the compacting drawer on top of it. And if I tell it I want cobble in it, it should. Yes, there it goes. So now we can just move this into here. Well, I mean, we might as well let it fill it up, right? Are you doing a thing? 47, 51, 55, 59. Oh, there we go. 84. Lovely. So what will this hold? 4.6K. So it holds the same amount of cobble. It just also gives us the opportunity to pull it from here already compacted. And that is the goal, to make it easier on us. Yes. Okay, we need one of those for dust and gravel. I think for now we'll just make the other 2 that we need. So we'll need 2 pistons and 2 compacting drawers. And we can probably just set them right here with the rest of our necessary resources. So let's do gravel. Nice. And there's our sand. Woo. And we need one more drawer because it would be nice to have one for the dust. And lo and behold, that will fit right there. And look, we have a stack of cobble ready to go, already compacted for us. And there we have another 9 stacks of dust. And we can put it right there. So we have made it much easier to cycle through the hand hammering at a relatively low cost. Are we ready to upgrade to the next tier of cobble gen? Well, a bucket of lava, a bucket of water. I have a bucket of lava. We have kind of slow-mo lava production here. You know, if we were really smart, one of the best options for storing fluid early game is the jumbo tank from mob grinding utils. I think it's just 4 singularity tanks and 4 iron, and the singularity tanks are just glass and iron, and it holds up 1,024 buckets. Let's make one of those and automate our lava production as well. Let's cook up some sand. Okay, while that's cooking up, let's go ahead and make an upgraded version of our cobble gen. Cobble for days, cobble gen tier 2. Get an upgrade. Quest complete. Ooh, Cobblegen tier 2, we get XP. We also made compacting drawer, and we get 3 oak drawers as a reward. Excellent. We made our hammer to get our doubling ore. And do we do anything else? Tips and tricks. Yes, we made our sink. Oh, that gave us more fluid pipes. That's excellent. Ah, yes, the building wands, worth some XP. We've also made some progress in Zycraft, which are the gems that we got from sifting dust. Ooh, and we got bonus blocks of all the gems. We're going to use Zycraft to help us with our farming later, so that'll be very important. Okay, so if we put our upgraded version of the Cobblegen, look how fast it's getting. That's 9 cobble every few seconds. Excellent, excellent. And it didn't even consume our buckets, which I love. Okay, let's make our jumbo tank. So we need 4 singularity tanks and the jumbo tank. Boom. And then we need some fluid pipes and some item pipes. And I want a drawer. And we could probably make a Cobblegen just to serve our lava now that we have the resources to do that. So let's make a tier 1 Cobblegen. We'll be making a lot of these before all things are said and done. Like that. Okay. So the Cobblegen outputs to the top. We want to input cobble. So if I stuck my barrel like that and put an item pipe like this and disconnected that one and connected that, it would add cobble. And that's going to be very slow because we have a torch. In the next episode, we will speed up the production of lava. At the very least, what we've done is automate our ability to produce it. And I'm going to stick that here. And I'm going to say, please put that lava as you make it into our jumbo tank. And you can see the jumbo tank is getting lava. It's very exciting. Actually, we could probably put this on top and save ourselves a little space. There we go. So now we have automated lava production. And the next most common step would be to put lava underneath. But our base is made of wood, and that's a bad idea. So what other options do we have for producing heat to generate lava? If we look at the porcelain crucible and we look at the heat source, it sounds like our best bet right now, and something that is very affordable for us, is to make a campfire and double our lava production speed. So all we have to do is knock out that torch and throw a campfire into there. Look at that, bonfire lit. So now our rate is 2 times. Look at that go. It's creeping up twice as fast. It's perfect. Okay, take a look at our dirt production and grabbing a stack of dirt and sifting it. Grass seeds. Excellent. Data. Oh my God, there's so many things. There's so many things. The good news is that the quest book has an item that we can make to help us with this disaster. Under the getting started, next to the get ready for the sieving, you're going to find a quest called Dank 1. And the Dank is a mini box that can automatically store certain types of items. And it says sieving drops a lot of annoying pebbles. We can store over 1,000 of them in the Dank, though. So we want to make a Dank 1. Like, I'm very excited about all the stuff we got. We got the bamboo I was looking for, but we have no room for it. Let's make the Dank 1, which is just a barrel and some coal. Ta-da! And if you right-click it, you'll see that it has inventory spots. Granite pebbles, diorite pebbles, stone pebbles, whatever else it'll pick up. Did it pick up all that? No, it picked up everything. Let's tell it we only want it to pick up pebbles. So the stone, diorite, andesite, and granite, it will pick up for us. Lovely. Now let's look at the loot we got. We got grass seeds, wheat seeds. Ooh, and I think with our other 3 wheat seeds, that should get us the quest. Yes. So there's the Dank quest, which gave us some more barrels. Under food and farming, the seed quest gives us wheat and XP. Sugarcane gives us XP and sugar, which is very nice. We also got potatoes and carrots and pumpkins and melons. Oh, we can farm all the things. And pink petals. Oh, that's exciting. I love that I'm focused on the petal and not the food. You can bone meal pink petals and get a bunch of them, which is fantastic. Where's it going? It's going in our Dank, I'm sure. Yes. Give me that back. Thanks. So let's see. Shift for info. Plus 0 to change pickup mode. Current pickup mode is filtered pickup. There we go. Now it won't pick up random stuff. The last thing I want to do today is automate one more new siftable item, and that is soul sand. To do that, We got mycelium spores from sieving our dirt, and we need some dirt, 3 stone barrels, a few sand, and a couple of item pipes. We need a 3 block by 5 block little area. We're gonna put our dirt down. And I believe if we take our mycelium spores and plop it down there, that will make mycelium, which is great. And let's see if we can get it to spread. I've grabbed the watering can that we got when we logged in. Oh, that's lovely. Make all the sporious mushroom dirt awesome. Come on, spread. There we go. And then we're going to take our 3 stone barrels and set them down. We need to supply them with water. Do we route the water all the way over here? Or do we make another sink? I think we make another sink because we have plenty of clay that we can turn into terracotta. And that, with a bucket and a couple of pieces of iron, give us another sink. Perfect. And we'll do the same setup where we set our sink back here. Put our fluid pipes, take our pipe wrench and shift right click on the sink and fill these with water. Now, stone barrels full of water sitting on mycelium turn into witch water. This is very important. Witch water, when you put dust in it, gives you soul sand. Dun, dun, dun. And the reason we want soul sand is that we can get nether quartz, gas tears, glowstone, nether wart, all kinds of stuff. But mostly we want the nether quartz so that we can progress. Ah! I grew a mushroom. Okay, well now we have a mushroom in the base. Maybe that's a hint for the theme. I was very surprised by that. Okay, can I work around that? Sure. We can totally work around that. Let's incorporate it into things. So if I put a barrel up here and some item pipes on top of our witch water, we can use the barrel to put sand in there. If we shift right click on it, it will put sand in there. Now we have soul sand that we need to pull from those barrels. Okay, we're gonna have to get rid of 1 mushroom block, sorry. And if we take our item pipes again, this time pulling them. Okay, 2 mushroom blocks, it'll be fine. And there's our barrel. Oh no, I don't want you to connect. Oh dear, hold please. Get rid of the extra connection so it doesn't accidentally pull sand out of the barrel. And then shift right click on each of our stone barrels where the soul sand is. This barrel should now start filling with soul sand. And those, I think, make the 4 main things I wanted to automate today. The dirt, the clay, the soul sand, and our lava over there by our workstation. I think that's everything we have time for today. In the next episode, we're gonna focus on making a mob farm so that we can have access to even more materials that we need. But in the meantime, remember, you are all the shiny stuff that awesome is made of. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.